Y'all ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura.
Margaret and Buster.
Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yay! All right. We're clapping. I gotta watch it.
Oh, you can do it now. You're not in the picture.
All right.
When Buster was a little boy, we lived on Pecan Street, had a big backyard, and Buster did something he should not have done. I don't even remember what it was. But Mother was big on, well, you go pull your own switch and get a good one because I'm going to spank you with it. So she came to the back door and she said, Buster, now you know you shouldn't have done that. Now you go pull me a good switch. I'm going to give you a switching. Well, he looked down and I'm sure he didn't really realize what he had done. But he went out in the backyard and he looked and he looked and he looked. A little while he came back and hung his little head and he said, I can't find a switch, Mama, but here's a rock. Just throw it at me.
Whenever we were coming down here, we were like 12 and 10 and 8, and Caden was with us, and Cassie. None of us could drive, but Mimi, she thought we were all old enough, and so we would just drive to the dollar store and get whatever we wanted, and then we would drive back, and that was it.
Never had a problem.
Never had a problem.
You do know how to make Mimi's insurance agent nervous, don't you?
Yes.
You thought about your Mimi story yet?
No.
Yeah, you got one.
I don't know. All I can remember is the one Alex said. That's the only one I can remember.
And what did she say?
That she would give us like $6 to go to the store and get like bottles and stuff.
Yeah.
Just like baby stuff. That's all I can remember.
And what store?
Dollar General or Dollar Tree, whatever it was.
Yeah, right down the street on Tenahawk Street.
Hey girls, did y'all not eat?
I did.
You did?
Oh, that you gave them money and would send them down to Dollar Tree or Dollar Store and give them $6.
Yeah. Oh.
And they would get whatever they wanted.
Oh my goodness.
And take your car to drive down there to do it.
What a wonderful grandmother.
I said, you do know how to make Mimi's insurance agent nervous, don't you?
Do not give us a date and a time.
Come on. Come get this.
Oh!
Hey.
Thought that was you doing that.
Oh,
She saw camera.
she knows what that means. Smile.
Hey.
She really does.
Hey.
He didn't do
Bro, I got in front of the camera.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you can do Happy Birthday Mimi. That'll be good.
Let us drive a car. Alex said something about Dollar General.
Oh, I do remember Dollar General.
7246. Happy birthday, Mimi.
80th. Yeah.
The big one.
Well, now, I don't know what we're going to do for the 90th.
I don't know either. We're going to throw a party.
We're going to have to think about it. Yeah.
A big party.
The dog, Bob?
Yeah.
You tried to bite her?
Oh,
Or did bite her?
It did bite her. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't kill him.
Walter, we bit Walter. Walter turned around and hit him right in the nose. Blood went everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that one. And who hit who?
Bob went out there and bit Walter after that. Walter beat the crap out of him.
Oh, I got one.
All right, go ahead and tell yours.
No. We're going around the table.
A Laura story.
A Laura story.
I had forgotten it by the time you get to me.
I got to have time to think on that because I've got a bunch I can think about
A
there.
sleep clinic.
But it's all good.
They're all good.
Yeah.
We don't want.
Oh, good.
We don't want the good ones.
They're all good.
6:30 in the morning. Did he crawl up
This
in the bed?
last 2 years have been we've been we've had a lot of good stories in the last 2 years.
Yes, we have.
Y'all have become close.
Yes, we've slept in hospital beds together. We've slept in for 2 weeks at a
He's done
time.
a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
we've driven 8-9 hours, pick her up, go home. So they're all good with me. I got no problem. They're all good.
And I'll
A Laura story. Well, I do know that I'm terribly afraid of lightning. And anytime it lightens or thunders, I'm cringing in the corner of the house somewhere. And Billy says, you should have grown up with Aunt Laura. Because apparently Aunt Laura got Billy out on the rooftops during lightning storms or on the front porches somewhere. And he is not afraid of lightning, all due to Aunt Laura teaching him there's nothing to be afraid of. So needless to say, she's been an important, very important person in our lives, and we love her very much.
I don't like Buster, so I'm not going to talk about him.
Whoa! Something happened to the camera.
Margaret's my mother-in-law, so I can't talk bad about her. I don't know who Laura is. I just came for the food and brought my umbrella.
What's the umbrella for?
Well, it's the old lady at the other end of the table used to carry one all the time. The umbrella lady down there with the pretty corsage. Yeah. The young one.
Oh, the pretty one?
Yeah, but other than that, I just came for the food. And she brought me, what's your name again?
Margaret.
This other Margaret, she brought me. I'm new to the family.
New to the family.
Have a Laura story, but it's not a bad story. It's a good story.
They're all good.
I grew up with Aunt Laura, and we would spend it at her house and build our little tents all in her living room, and she would make us the best chocolate oatmeal cookies laid out on the counter, and we got to eat them like at midnight. My mother doesn't know that, so don't tell her.
Okay.
That's my
all
story.
right.
We didn't have any secrets.
to look like a lie.
I can't think off the top of my head.
Well, tell me when you and Laura used to run around in the car and smoke cigarettes.
Oh, not together.
I thought y'all did together. I thought y'all got out of the house.
I'll tell you when we had our first drink.
Okay.
There are children. Laura was home. I think she was in college at TSCW. TSCW? Where'd she go to school?
Yeah.
She was home, and we knew where Daddy kept his bottle of whiskey. So we decided, Mother and Dad had gone to bed and gone to sleep, and we decided that we wanted to drink some alcohol. So we made a pot of coffee. Y'all, this is the dead truth. We made a pot of coffee and poured ourselves each a cup of coffee, got a tablespoon, and put a tablespoon of whiskey in our cup of coffee and went in the living room and sat down and drank our liquored up coffee. And we thought we were so sophisticated.
And how old were you?
She was probably 16 or 17, whatever that would make me, 14 or 15. Oh,
I was in bed asleep.
He was in bed asleep. He was in bed asleep.
And where did Daddy keep the liquor?
In the kitchen, in the right-hand cabinet next to the breakfast room. Isn't that right?
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe it was underneath the kitchen sink, but maybe not.
I don't think so, but it could have been.
They may have moved it after they found it.
Yeah, they moved it.
Oh, I know a Buster story, too.
Okay.
The Buster story was that when kids were having lemonade stands, Buster decided he was going to have a lemonade stand, so he built him a little stand out in the front yard and got Daddy's bottle of whiskey and a shot glass. And Brother Chadwick was walking home. That was when the parsonage was down Pecan Street. So Brother Chadwick was walking home from the church and passed by Buster's lemonade stand and called Daddy, and he said, Brother Morris, I think you might want to go home and see what your son's up to.
What was he doing? He was selling whiskey.
All right.
You always do it?
Nope. Okay, whenever we would all come and stay down here with Mimi, she would give us like $6 and we would go to the dollar store and we would buy pacifiers and bottles only.
Pacifiers?
No, real ones. Yeah,
And
we were like 8.
that was like toys?
Yeah.
And how old were you?
Like 8.
8.
Probably. Yeah.
Hey, neat. We can blackmail you with that. 8-year-old pacifiers. Anything else?
I don't know. I'm not good at telling stories.
Well, there's got to be some good ones.
I don't know if my history goes back that far. I remember one of my favorite Mimi times was when we told her we were having a baby. And she had a great reaction.
Yeah?
So we'll have to get you that video. But,
So she cried or she laughed?
oh, she laughed. Oh, good! Be great, Grandma!
What'd she say?
You can rewind it.
Oh, good! Be great, Grandma! Oh, good! Be great, Grandma! Oh, good! Be great, Grandma!
Okay.
Okay, my Aunt Laura's story. Well, every time I would try out for cheerleader and not make it, I would go to Aunt Laura's house and she would braid my hair because my mom couldn't braid my hair. And Aunt Laura used to write me letters in college, always. She would write me letters about every week and mail them. So my stories are good.
Well, Aunt Margaret, your Aunt Margaret,
Yes.
used to send me letters at college and send me money.
Oh, I didn't get any money, but I got letters. And they're much appreciated.
I didn't get much either. A couple of bucks, but that was big bucks in 1962.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have an Aunt Laura story?
Okay. It's one of the weddings, and I don't know whose it was.
Not yours.
Not mine, because I was in the audience. And I told Laura, I said,
You're in the audience?
yes, I was in the audience. I told Laura, I said, if everything's going really well, I'll go like that. So she said, okay. So during the ceremony, the bride's down there, the groom's down there, whoever they are. And I turn around to Laura and I go, and she stands up and goes, what?
That's not true.
That's true.
Oh.
Ask her.
Yay!
Yay!
Say Mimi. Say
Mimi.
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 Say Mimi.
How about you? You got
How about me?
And you can do a Margaret story or a Buster story, but we're looking for mom story.
Okay. One of my favorite, can I do just come into your house story?
Anything you want
When
to
I
do.
was little, I used to always come to Uncle Buster and Aunt Carolyn's to play with Laura and Allison. And I so remember riding this huge dog around the house, and it was on wheels.
Yes, yes.
You remember the dog? And it was so wonderful, and I thought he was huge, and we would get on that dog and we would just ride all over that house. And when I saw him the other day, he was so little.
Little.
A Mimi story, I have so many. I'm just glad she survived me. And she's still here.
She is too.
Birthday. And I love her so much.
Oh, good.
I've got one.
You got one? All right,
Yes.
we're ready.
So when I was little,
Yeah. You're still little.
when I was a little one, I used to stay with Mimi and Pawpaw. And I remember one night very vividly, I went to go tell Pawpaw good night, and I opened the wrong door, and that was the door to Bob's, to outside to Bob. And do you remember that?
Back door. I remember which door it was.
Yeah. So Bob runs in and Mimi grabs me and throws me on the couch and just sits on me. And that's all I remember is just getting sit on it. And finally Pawpaw came in and Bob bit her.
Yeah, he bit everybody inside.
So
You
she
still got
saved me.
scars. But she saved
She
you
saved me from Bob. Yep.
to protect her.
Yes, oh yes.
They gave me a bob. They went on vacation, so they gave me the stick. You have to have a bob stick. But my bob stick went from a pipe to a wiffle ball bat. What Bo gave me. I don't think this is the same bob stick that y'all use. But
I think the pipe might have been best. Yeah. In fact, you can tell the story of January 13th, 1944, and how the weather was that day.
It was freezing, and the trees were falling over, and it was snow everywhere. Now, do you really want me to tell the rest of it?
Well, it wasn't bad. I was born naked, but I mean,
And Mother was pregnant, ready to deliver any day, and Daddy was, when are you going? in the middle of the night in the snowstorm with ice everywhere. She said, okay, get up, it's time to go. Well, the hospital was 1 block from our house in back. Well, Daddy jumped up, ran out and got into our old 44. It was black, and the windshield was iced over, and he couldn't see a thing. I know what to do. So he ran in the house and got a candle. He lit the big candle and put it up on the dash. And when we sold that car in 1950-something, the windshield was still broken.
From the candle. Oh.
That is not the way to fall an icy windshield.
Well, now you were born in Center?
Manny.
In Manny, Louisiana, which was your mother's hometown.
Yes, and her mother was there, and she said, I'm going home to have this baby.
And she did.
So she did.
But Margaret was born where?
Is your tummy full?
Billy, pull your shirt down.
We'll have to ask her. I bet she knows. Your sister doesn't know where you were born.
Center Santa. No, I was born at the farm.
At the farm?
I was born at the farm, yeah.
Who attended to the birth?
Dr. Oates. You didn't know that?
You told me once before. I want to be sure you could tell it twice the same way.
Yeah. Where was that lot born?
Manny? Were you in the hospital, or born in the hospital, or?
No, down his, I can't remember Granny's friend's name. Lived on in the big house down there.
Not Miss Davis.
Not Davis. Her house.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
You put me on the spot. Oh, he's already done everybody. We all got it.
What about Christmas parties at Laura's house? We used to play Chinese.
Oh yeah, Chinese gift exchange. What did I win? The walk or something one Christmas? And Bo definitely wanted it. And Laura tried to convince him he didn't really want it, but he really did want it. So I ended up losing it. Yeah, it was kind of. I want it. No, you don't really. Yes, I do. One of those deals. Not really funny, but fun.
We all remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather say happy birthday to Laura.
Okay, we'll do it then.
Yeah, I just did. Happy birthday, Laura. And many more. Many more.
What did you pick, Mark?
Anything about parties or traveling or?
I like the one about when we went to Virginia. And
that was a test run for marriage.
Yeah.
You girls ever heard that story?
No.
Okay, your daddy's about to tell it.
Wait, I gotta tell.
We went to Virginia and.
You said Virginia.
Virginia, and it was let's see, it was Papa and Ninny and Aunt Linda and Uncle Bob and Granny B. And what was the dog's name? The
Linda
Dalmatian?
Bob's, was it our Dalmatian?
No, it was theirs.
Theirs.
And Allison and Laura, and y'all drove out, right?
Yeah.
Y'all drove, and I flew out. I was living in Dallas, and Ninny booked us the top-rated Motel 6 in the area, and we had
adjoining rooms.
Adjoining rooms. Remember, and the dog was 80 pounds. So it was, yeah.
Now, have you counted up how many bodies are in the room?
4 beds.
Had 4 beds and 15 people.
Some people on the floor. And it was about...
And they were not married.
15 degrees at night, 30-something during the day, and it was really comfortable.
In retrospect, it probably was not a good plan to show him his future life.
Not only was it a test of marriage, because I think we were engaged, I think it was a test of Buster and Carolyn's marriage as well.
It was.
Hey, I got a story.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, we were going to New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
And that GPS was on that dashboard. And we were in the middle of nowhere. It would go, recalculated.
Isn't that annoying?
And you got so mad at it, you ripped it out and threw it back. It was hilarious. You're like, shut up!
I think that's the ugliest word in the English language is recalculating.
Laura, you come out for a minute. And let the little Sarah, let your baby go first. Let this skirt go first. Here, Kirk, give me a second.
Are we doing this?
This is
Lardo.
Oh,
Wow.
gosh.
What happened to her phone?
Let's not talk about it. We won't.
We're not talking about the phone?
Can you let Kirk in the front next time?
Okay, y'all ready? Ready. One,
Y'all wanna
two, three. I'll take
Taqueria.
another one. 1, 2, 3. Just take one more, just a second.
Now you get ready. Well, this is it. We promise.
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a baby.
He does. Yeah, well, I thought it was a gun.
A gun, yeah. You hold it still?
I'm holding it.
Look like a cowboy. Look at that girl crawling around behind
I thought I'm videoing.
Yeah.
You need to get that.
Okay, yeah, off y'all to the little one.
Look at here, girl. That's something. She walking?
Oh, yeah.
She is, but she doesn't wear shoes.
Picture with y'all with Mimi? If I had pictures, I'd be walking.
Troy?
Yes. Laura, stop that. Laura, Allison.
She's not hurting anything. Cheese. Cheesecake. It's got a rabbit here. She's not tall enough to get it on your head. But. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fin.